Hey, what's up everybody? This is Like It's 1985, and today we are going to take a look at the Star Wars The Black Series speeder bike with Biker Scout. And this looks really cool. I've actually not taken it out of package yet, so I'm really looking forward to getting the figure out of package. But here it is in package. As you can see, there's the Biker Scout, and then there is the speeder bike, and also Hasbro included a stand with this. So really nice move on Hasbro's part to include that stand. So packaging, really cool. Looking at the back here, a little bit of information there. You can read that if you want. And here's sort of a picture of the speeder bike and speeder scout. Alright, so with the figure and the vehicle outside the packaging, we can take a closer look at the figure as well as the vehicle. Now, the way it's posed here is the way that the vehicle and the figure are basically posed inside the box. And I want to point out one thing. You can see in this pose here, there's a gap between his bottom and the actual seat. It's more like he's stationary and he's taking a look at things out in the forest rather than actually riding the bike at speed. I'm not sure you can get the figure in a pose where he's slouched down and actually looking like he's piloting the speeder bike at speed. I'll see if I can get the figure in that pose, but it looks like it might be a little bit difficult. So, with that said, let me go ahead and remove the... Well, let me talk about the base. The base is really nice, that the fact that Hasbro has included the base here, basically in a ball joint, and you can have it posed just basically however you want. I do find it's hard to get the ball joint inside of the socket, but once it's there it seems to hold pretty well. Just make sure you got it all the way in there, otherwise it'll topple over. No damage is done if it does happen, but just make sure you got the ball joint in there securely as possible. So let me go ahead and remove that from the bottom here. You can see there's the ball joint there. The plastic's a little bit too flexible and soft for the amount of pressure you have to use to get the ball joint in there. But there you go. So let me go ahead and remove the figure. Now the figure does actually have two peg holes, and there's actually a peg on the controls here. You can see right there is the peg. And let me go ahead and remove this other foot here. And then he does hold the handlebars really well, as you can see. Just has a great grip on them, so no problem there getting his hands on there. Here I can show you better. There's that peg that I was talking about on each side. So let me go ahead and set the speeder bike to the side there for now and focus on the figure. Looks like his gun fell out. His gun actually holsters in there on his leg. It's a little bit of a precarious position. When the figure came packaged, it had the clear rubber bands around there, so it did secure that better. But as you can see, it does tend to fall out. You got to be careful about that. It holds somewhat well, but as you can see, it falls out with a lot of shaking. So the gun here does allow him to hold it. That seems, let me get you a better look at that. That seems a little small in comparison to the figure's hand. I don't know, what do you guys think? It seems too small. But that may just be me. So you got the gun. Actually, what I'll probably do is put the clear plastic bands back around here after this review, just to secure that. Looking at the figure itself, it does have nice detail, not only in the sculpt, but also in the application of sort of brown paint to emulate dirt stains. You can see there's here on his chest armor, he's got some stains there. On his armor here, on his forearm, you can see there's dirt there, as well as on the majority of the boot here, has that brown paint to resemble dirt, even on the soles of his feet, so that's pretty cool. So here's a look at the back of the figure, and starting with articulation here, ball hinge joint, so a wide range of movement. You know, you would need that movement, of course, if he's going to be looking out and looking for those rebel scum. So he's got the articulation there that's necessary for that. There is, I've seen some reviewers say that this section here of his visor can kind of warp, and it's made of a semi-hard plastic, but mine seems okay. Maybe it could be a little bit better, but I think I'm happy with it. I'm not going to worry about it. Articulation at the shoulders. Got the ball hinge shoulders, swivel at the bicep. You got 2 joints of elbow articulation, or 2 joints at the elbow, which is nice. And kind of like a hinged rotating wrist, which is nice. There is no waist articulation, but you do have the upper body articulation, as you can see there. So just a little bit left and right, and kind of back and forth like that. Not too much of a range there. And then the hips appear to be just on a standard ball joint. There's not like a ball hinge joint that I can see. I did take a look at the hip here, and I don't see anything there that indicates there's a hinge there. Swivel at the thigh. Then there's the nice double joint at the knee, and then you do get actually a boot swivel there, which is nice. Very, very nice. They didn't have to do that, but it's definitely nice to see it's there. Then you got the articulation here at the ankles, like that. Not really much of a rocker type of motion. I mean, it does rock a little bit, but not to any kind of great degree. So there's the articulation for the figure. And let me go ahead and take a look at the vehicle. This vehicle is exceptional. I don't have a ruler next to me to measure it, but it's got to be a good 10 inches in length. It's very, very fantastic. Nice amount of paint detail in terms of like wear and tear and battle damage kind of stuff. Like there, on the front there, here, on the other side as well. Really, really nice. Look at the underside here, and top down. There's not a lot of articulation points on this speeder bike. These bits back here, they do articulate as such, and you can see some nice, I guess, turbine or engine detail there. Got some nice silver spray, paint spray there, nice. My one complaint about certain areas of this vehicle, the plastic is soft. Like this is a prime example here. You can see this rotates around. This is a weapon here, but it's made of this flexible, soft plastic, and it annoys me to no end, especially for a toy here that's meant for an adult collector. Usually, I don't think you need to have the safety features there, but even so, I don't think it'd be easy to poke somebody in the eye from where this is. So I don't think there's. That's just, yeah, that bugs me. There's other places where there's softer plastic. There's some flex here, right, as well. This is a semi soft plastic. No real articulation there. Love this fantastic detail here. Very, very cool. Just in terms of the sculpt of the part of the engine. Again, there's some more silver paint there to kind of accentuate the mechanical part of this. Really nice. I thought these might move, but then I saw they were attached here, so the actual controls here, they don't move really. And again, the controls here, the plastic is sort of a semi-flexible plastic. There is no articulation really, but since it's flexible plastic, you can get the handles or the grips into the figure's hands quite nicely. So there is that detail as well. So very, very fantastic vehicle, very, very nice. And that's really the reason I bought this set, is mainly for the vehicle. But then again, you have to have the the Scout to go along with the vehicle to make it a real complete set, but just very, very happy with it. So I did go back and watch the part of Return of the Jedi where the biker scouts are riding the speeder bikes, and contrary to what I thought, they don't really lay against the speeder bike on their chests. Rather, they kind of crouch over as if they're riding a bicycle. So the articulation here really is not a problem, getting the figure to be posed accurately to what we see in the movie. So really nice to see that. Alright, thank you for watching. This has been my review of the Star Wars Black Series Biker Scout with the speeder bike.